Alrighty guys, what is going up? Welcome back to another episode here. I hope you guys are all having a great and fantastic day today. Now, before we get started, I need you to do me a couple favors. The very first one is to smash that like button. Smash it hard. Now, the next thing I need you to do is more for you guys. Right now, we're doing an Xbox One giveaway. We're going to be announcing it this Friday on my Instagram. Now, how you enter, super simple. Go down and like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow my Instagram, and then comment done on this video so that I know that you've done it. In today's episode, we're going to be breaking down my whole investing strategy. I've gotten a lot of comments on previous videos asking me, Carter, can you please make a investing strategies video? I have a couple extra $1,000 and I want to kind of invest it. I don't know what to do. I don't know anything, Carter. Please help. So that's what we're going to be talking about in today's episode. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's jump into it. Now, a lot of investing advice is honestly pretty shady. A lot of people always try to sell you the fact of either getting rich quick or getting rich altogether. And yes, some of those people could be right of giving you great financial advice. What I always look for is someone who has done it before. Now, a lot of these, so-called investors are people who are selling you the fact of getting rich, and that is how they're honestly making their money, is by selling you something. They're not really walking the walk, they're talking the talk, and they're selling you stuff. Now, a lot of people also think that investing is straight up gambling your money. And honestly, I do see where they're coming from, because if let's say you put your money in Bitcoin, who knows what's gonna happen? But if you put your money into the general stock market, like ticker symbol SPY or VU, or these so-called indexes, then in the past, they have had a historical return of roughly 9% per year. So if you consider that gambling, then I think you should kind of leave this video. Now, investing is you're putting your money in assets such as real estate, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, indexes, stuff that has previous history of historical returns. That's what I always look for. So before we jump into my full strategy, we're going to be doing some tips and tricks and some stuff that you need to look out for and some stuff that you need to understand. Now, the very first tip is never buy any financial or investing products just because someone told you to. Now, I don't care if I've told you to, or your grandma or your brother, sister, or anyone. Make sure you fully understand what you're investing into, because the last thing you guys want to do is take your money and put it out there and lose it. That's what you don't want to do. No one wants to lose money. We're here to make money. That's the goal. But if you're putting your money in stuff you don't understand, you're most likely going to lose your t-shirt. Now, the second tip, getting a return of more than 12% per year is very difficult. So if anyone promises you to get you a return higher, honestly, they're probably full of because it's very difficult. And if they are, they must have a reliable previous history. Paul Tudor Jones, Ray Dalio, these traders and investors have a long, reliable history of trading and investing in the stock market. Now, getting back to kind of the first tip, but this is the third tip, invest in what you know. If that's say you know a lot about cars, invest in Tesla, invest in Ford. If that's say you know a lot about computers, invest in Microsoft, AMD. If that's say you know a lot of healthcare products, then invest in healthcare stock. Invest in what you know, because I guarantee you'll have a lot more better outcome in the future if you invest in what you know. Now, the fourth and final tip here is probably one of the most important tips that you can understand, and this is what I had kind of trouble with when I first started investing. Now, you do not need hundreds or thousands or millions of dollars to invest. It's not true, especially nowadays where you can get index funds for dirt cheap. You can get stocks with zero commission. You don't need millions or thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. You could invest $20 and you could be investing your money smart. So a lot of people have asked me, they say, Carter, where should I put this extra $1,000, $2,000, $10,000? Where should I put it? And we're gonna be jumping into my strategy right now. So the very first thing that you guys need to understand is you do not need thousands of dollars. You don't. Getting back to tip 4, you don't need thousands of dollars. You literally could invest your spare change. Now, Acorns has a roundup feature that literally invests your spare change for you. So if let's say you buy an iced coffee for $1.50, it will purchase it for $2 and invest that 50 cents into the overall stock market. Now the stock market obviously has a historical return of roughly 9% per year, so you're growing your money and you're not really investing hundreds of thousands of dollars. So it's just a great tip. And there'll be a link down below for Acorn so you guys can get like $5. So go check it out if you are not investing and you don't have a lot of money to invest. Go check it out. Now the next thing that you guys need to know is if you are paying commissions, find a new broker. Find a new broker. There are now hundreds or tens of hundreds of brokers that do not charge commissions. Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab, Ally Invest, E-Trade, Interactive Brokers, and hundreds more. So you guys can go and transfer all your stocks to these platforms. So now if let's say you want to invest your money, you could invest in just one share of Apple and you don't have to pay that $10 commission for when you buy it. And overall, you're going to be saving hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on how much you buy and sell stock. You're going to be able to save so much money. So now after you kind of picked out your broker and you want to, let's say TD Ameritrade, so you're starting to put money on there, you're starting to transfer your stocks there. Now, what should you invest in? What is your strategy card, or what is it? So what I do is I take 70% of my money or money that I want to invest it and I put it in index funds. Now the reason why I put it in index funds is because index funds, first off, have a low maintenance cost. Index funds have a 0.04 maintenance fee that they charge for you. So if let's say you have $1,000 invested, they'll charge you a $4 maintenance fee just to kind of make money on their end, which is completely fine because a ton of mutual funds can charge upwards of 2 to 3 or even 4% per year that they charge you to kind of let them manage your own money. It doesn't make sense. So I invest in index funds like ticker symbol VU, SPY, DYV. Now all of these stocks are index funds. What an index fund is it's a variety of stocks kind of put together. So if let's say one stock goes up and the other goes down, you kind of are at this break even. But if let's say the general stock in the general sector goes up, then you're in the money. You're making the green, my friend. Now, these stocks are definitely more of a low risk, high return asset just because they do have that historical percentage of roughly 9% per year. So I know I can put this money in, let it grow. I don't have to worry about it, and I don't really have to do a lot of research to pick out which index fund I like. I'll put the top 3 down below so you guys can go in and check those out. So after I kind of put 70% of my money into the index funds, I take another 20% of my money and I put it in individual stock. Now, a lot of people think individual stocks are definitely a lot more risky, and I'm here to tell you that's not the case whatsoever. I put my money in blue chip stocks. These blue chip stocks are companies that you know of. They're companies that are worth hundreds of billions, even trillion dollars, such as Facebook, Apple, Amazon, and a variety of others. Now, I do put this money in there just because I think blue chip stocks have a great historical return of anywhere from 12 to 17%. So in that case, they're definitely a high risk, high reward. When I was holding Tesla got sued by the SEC. That dropped the stock price like 12% in a single day. So obviously there's a lot more risk carrying these stocks just because one news or one thing that somebody could tweet, Elon Musk, one thing that someone could do in the company could definitely dramatically affect the price of it. But I think that's kind of like the name of the game with them. So you just kind of got to be smart about which ones you pick, and don't pick any because I told you or someone else told you to. But there'll be a top 3 of those down below that I always look at, and I always have had, and I always will probably have. So the next thing is I take the 5% of my money, and this is what I'm building on right now. This is my goal, is I'm taking 5% of my money and I'm investing it in physical real estate. Now, the reason why I want to invest in physical real estate is for a variety of reasons. If let's say you have a mortgage of $1,000 a month, you can run it to tenants for $1,500 to $1,200 per month. So you can profit an extra $500 to $200 per month. Save that money for any damages or anything like that. Now, your tenants are going to be paying off the mortgage of your house. You're not going to be paying for it. They're going to be paying for everything. The only thing that you need to worry about is when stuff breaks and just replacing things. So that's why I would recommend saving your money. But this is what I'm building on right now. By 2021, I'm setting out to have 3 real estate properties that pay me monthly with tenants. Now, I'm so excited for this. There'll be a ton of segments on this, but right now it's in the works, so stay tuned. So if that's say you don't have the money or the credit to actually invest in physical real estate, there is this website called Fundrise, and you can purchase physical real estate but with other people, almost like shares of a real estate. But it's actually a brick and mortar place, and you can go visit it and stuff like that, and you get a check either from tenants paying, and it will be almost like a dividend. So now with the last 5% of my total investments, I put in non-traditional investments. So this could be anything such as baseball cards, art, Bitcoin, things that almost you see value in and you know over time that it can grow. Some people even put it in old vintage cars, some people put it in watches and a variety of other assets. Obviously, I would invest in what you know in this category. I invest some of my money in baseball cards. This is roughly like $5,000 worth of baseball cards, and I do have a Miguel Cabrera autograph that I got. I used to have a ton of baseball cards, but then I sold them for like $2,500, and I bought them all for like $600. So over time, they increase in value slowly, and if you get lucky and get a good rookie card or stuff like that, they can be worth a lot of money. So there's a ton of ways to invest your money. That is my ways, and these are obviously all for long term, and we'll be doing a short-term video shortly on really explaining to you guys my short-term investing strategy, but this was my long-term. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, drop a subscribe down below. And don't forget about the Xbox One giveaway. Remember to always stay happy, stay positive, and I'll see you guys in the next episode tomorrow. And our Tech Review Monday is moving to tomorrow just for this week because of some editing issues that I have with it. So that is it though. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to always stay happy, stay positive, and have a good rest of your week. Take care.